Hey Bulldog fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfoose. Today I'm joined by Kenya McQuirter, sophomore outside hitter on the Samford volleyball team. Kenya, I appreciate you making some time and being here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I always like to talk to people a little bit about their journey to Samford and what brought you to Birmingham. I know you're a Mobile native. You were a very decorated high school player. When did Samford first appear on your radar? What was the recruiting process like for you?
So as far as me reaching out to schools and schools contacting me, Samford was never really in the picture. I was looking at Tulane for the longest. They would come to my club matches. They were in contact with my high school coach, my club coaches, and so that was the school that I was looking at for the majority of my recruiting process. But it wasn't until Keeler and some of his coaches, it was actually Ben and Sable, they actually came down with him to my high school, McGill, and they did a coach's clinic with us, practice with us for a couple days. We loved the campus, loved everything about Samford, and so they probably checked the most boxes that I was looking for in a school that I wanted to go to, and so it's the perfect distance away from home, academics, athletics, so yeah, everything about it was just, I just felt like it was the right fit for me.
Well, it was a tough start to your collegiate career because you come in and really you're expected to play right off the bat as a true freshman, but unfortunately you go through an Achilles injury, and that can be a tough recovery. Just talk about really, how you handled that mentally, because as a true freshman, that's a tough injury, and tell us just a little bit about what the recovery process was like.
Yeah, so I think a part of it is because it wasn't like I was in the middle of the season and that's when I got hurt. I got hurt the first day of preseason, during our conditioning test. So I didn't even make it to the first day of practice. But I think that kind of helped as far as mentally, just knowing that I wasn't already in something. I just hadn't started something yet. But I kind of just had to get to a point where it's okay, there's nothing that I can do about it now except for just recover, support my teammates, and just move on from there.
Let's talk a little bit about your level of play on the court. You had a great season in the spring. You were the SoCon Freshman of the Year, but it does seem like you've taken it up a level this fall. Do you feel like maybe the game at the Division I level has slowed down for you a little bit?
Yes, I 100% think that. As far as mentally, I would say that I'm definitely seeing the game better, just seeing what's in front of me as far as if I'm going up to hit, just being able to see the blocker's hands, see the defense on the court. So just really being able to have better court vision. And another thing, Keeler, he talks with us all the time, with the hitters, bringing out the right tool at the right time. They were also telling me that I have a gifted jumping ability, and really use that to my benefit. And I think that really being able to use my elevation and using that, and then overall just piecing together just the court awareness, like I said, has really helped a lot.
A lot of individual accolades for you as well. Even going back to last spring, you were the SoCon Freshman of the Year. Right now, you are the back-to-back SoCon Offensive Player of the Week. What do those individual honors mean to you?
They mean a lot to me, especially because I definitely can't do it on my own. Especially Kayla, she's back-to-back Setter of the Week, Setter of the Month, and so huge creds to my teammates because they're the ones that are putting me in these good positions to be able to succeed and do what I'm able to do, because without them I'm not even can't even hit the ball, so yeah.
We got to talk about the Chattanooga match from this past weekend. It was a 3-set win for you guys and a career high in kills for you, 24 kills and only 3 sets. You may have had 40-plus kills if that had gone 5 sets, and it just seemed like you were hitting on every swing, and every swing was a kill. What was running through your mind in that match?
Honestly, really couldn't even tell you. That whole game was kind of just one big blur. I think especially since we played ETSU the day before, that was just a very just physical and emotional match. And so I think that coming into that next game playing up against Chat, I think we were all kind of just feeling the drainage of that previous game, and we were just really just wanting to get it done in 3 sets. So I think that was just maybe just a little bit more motivation for the way that I performed. But yeah, I think that I was just seeing things, and I was just going for it.
The team obviously is getting healthy right now. I know you've been beat up all year, but you're pretty much at full strength right now. You're playing your best volleyball of the year, and you're in the stretch run, and you got the tournament at home as well, so that's a big benefit for you guys. Do you feel like you guys, I know all year the message has been, we've just got to get healthy for the stretch run and when we host the tournament. You guys feel like you have turned that corner?
No, I definitely feel like we've turned that corner, especially these past couple weekends, because we've talked a lot throughout the entire season of just building that team chemistry, and that was something that we had been lacking, especially because all of the injuries, we're not in the gym practicing together. We're not on the court playing together, so we're not able to like build that chemistry on the court. I think that we take like a lot of pride in like defending our home court, because like being away, like that was hard. But right now we're like gaining momentum like constantly, and so I think that we're in a really good position like heading into the SoCon tournament.
Want to touch briefly on the Mercer match tonight. It's the Dig Orange match, and Mercer kind of has developed into a little bit of a rivalry match for you guys. You played them in the championship match in the spring. Right now they're in first place in the SoCon, so it's a little bit of a good barometer to see where you guys are at as you approach the tournament.
So yeah, Mercer is definitely one of those teams that we're like really looking forward to playing. I think that like as a team, like we were just talking about it yesterday, like we are ready to play. But no, like Mercer, like they're a good team. They're a good competitive team. I think one of the things that really like sets them apart is they play like such a fast-paced game that isn't really like our style. And I think that that's what makes like whenever we do play them, like that's what makes the game like so much more like intense. Is just because like it's two completely different styles of volleyball, just like going at it. But I think it'll just be, again, like just real good competition, like fun. But no, we're all excited to play tonight.
All right, Kenya, we're going to end with some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Some about you, some about your teammates. All right, we'll start with some easy ones. Any siblings?
Yes, I have 2 younger brothers, 10 and 7, and then I have an older stepbrother in like his mid-20s.
Okay. Any pets?
No. I'm like obsessed with cats, so I would love a cat.
Okay. What's the last book you read?
Ooh.
Keeler doesn't have you guys reading any motivational books?
Yeah. The last book, what was the name of it? Dang, he's gonna be so mad at me for this. Something about meaning, I can't remember. I know the author's name was like Viktor Frankl.
Okay. Hopefully he won't watch it. He won't say anything. Favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Okay. Favorite meal?
Wings.
Favorite movie or TV show?
Favorite TV show would probably be Gossip Girl.
Best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
I would say just like relating it to volleyball, just like have confidence in yourself.
What's one place you'd love to visit?
I don't know, either Africa or like Brazil.
How about dream job?
Dream job would probably be like a hip-hop dance choreographer or something
Really?
like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to your teammates. Who's the most sarcastic?
Allie Durbin.
Most intense?
Lauren Dean.
Who's got the best dance moves other than yourself, since you just said you want to be a choreographer?
I don't even know if I would consider myself like a dancer. Like I just feel like I have,
Okay.
like I have like rhythm. So yeah, dancing. I don't know if I can like dance necessarily, but
Okay.
yeah. Kayla.
Okay. Who makes you laugh the most?
Lily.
Most likely to become rich and famous?
I would say either Sarah Hayes or Kate Wanis.
Kenya, appreciate your time. Good luck against Mercer tonight, and looking forward to the SoCon tournament here at the Pete Hanna Center in a week.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's Kenya McQuirter, sophomore outside hitter on the volleyball team. I'm John McIntosh. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight, presented by Coca-Cola.